What is going on, everybody? We are back for another round of our No Frills Halloween Horror Nights construction updates over here at Universal Studios Florida. Today is Wednesday, August 20th, and it has been over a week since we've been here for some construction updates, so we have a lot to go over. We just got back from California and Vegas, opening Horror Unleashed in Vegas, and then we did Midsummer Scream over in California. I got the Horror Unleashed video uploaded today, so definitely stop by and check that out. The Midsummer Scream footage should be up pretty soon. But yeah, we're not going to waste any time. We've got a ton of stuff to go over. Starting off up here at the front of the park, under the entrance truss work here in the Production Central area, they've added these awesome looking gargoyles here. We've got a bunch of vine work and leaves and stuff to add to the theming of this scare zone. They've also put these gates up since the last time we were here. Got the gates all wrapped up with the vine work and leaves and stuff. Also got a couple of plants down here at the bottom to hide all the wires and just add to the general theming of everything. So yeah, looking really, really awesome over here. Can't wait for opening night to see this with all the scare actors. It's interesting that the sign up there at the top is red. They said that it was going to be like a aqua blue, but it looks red to me. So we'll find out in a couple of weeks what it's actually going to be. Also on these little stages here in front of the Universal Studio Store and the other ones, they've added a bunch of vine work and leaves and stuff to this as well. Also over here in between the Universal Studio Store and Despicable Me, they have set up our first portal that we will see tonight, leading back here back to Soundstage 23, one of the houses back there. We also have these two interesting trusses set up over here. This one has these crossbars on it that kind of look like they'll almost be for some kind of signage or something. I don't know, we'll find out soon enough, just about a week away from the event. But yep, finally got our first house portal here. Making our way over here into Illumination Alley. Got a couple of small updates. They've added a lot of vine work and leaves to these crypts, these mausoleum looking things to fill out the theming on them. And then also on these tables in front of each crypt, they have added a statue, a figure of some kind with a cloth thrown over it. And my buddy DC Thrills, with the help of his fans, have identified all of them. We'll look at the first one here. This is going to be Fallout. You can tell by the what's sticking out on the cloth and compare it to the vault. You can see that that's what that is on this first one here. Over here across from the mausoleum that had the figure, the set piece for the vault, we have this one here. And this one's going to be for the WWE house, the Wyatt 6 one. You can, when you throw the WWE logo over it, it makes a lot more sense. But yeah, this one's going to be for the WWE house. Making our way down through the crypts, we've got the next one up over here. And this one's going to be for Five Nights at Freddy's. You can kind of make out the silhouette of Freddy Fazbear there with his hat and then the two ears on the side of it. So that is what this one will be representing. And all of these crypts have the same vine work and leaves and stuff strewn about on them. Otherwise, no real changes since the last time we were here, besides the theming that they've added to it and these figures that they put on these tables out here in front of them. Next up for this mausoleum crypt, this one is going to be for Jason Universe. You can kind of make out the Jason mask underneath it. This one's a little bit easier to see because the cloth is pretty tightly draped around the mask, so you get a little bit of a better idea what's going on with this one. And then finally here on this last set piece in front of the exit to VillaCon, this one is going to be for Terrifier. You can see Art the Clown under there. He's probably got a chainsaw. It's definitely a chainsaw there. You can see his little top hat up there on the top as well. And we are going to backtrack a little bit and make our way over here through Hollywood Boulevard. I don't think there's too many updates since the last time we were here, but we'll take a stroll through here and see if we can find anything new. I don't think they've made any changes to these gates here at the entrance and the exit to the scare zone. Maybe these potted plants down here at the bottom, but otherwise I think this is pretty much the same as it was when we came here last. This first one here in front of Schwab's Pharmacy is looking pretty much the same. I don't think there's any changes to this one here. This chair is looking a little bit different. I don't know if they added some paint to it, but it does look a little bit different to me. Maybe just imagining things. Over across from Schwab's, I don't think there's anything different over here on this stage. Maybe something with this table here in between the two chairs. I don't know, I think I'm just tired from the long weekend over in California and Vegas, honestly. Definitely looks like we have all of our fog machines set up behind each of the stages with all of these shrubbery and branches and everything hiding them. Yeah, looking at all of these stages, I really don't think there's anything different or any change that they've made since we were here. At this one over here in front of the dark room, they've covered up the wine glasses on this table here, but yeah, otherwise I'm not really noticing any other changes to these stages. Looks like we do have a small addition for us on the fourth stage here. We've got something hanging over the railing on this stage. Probably a person. I'm going to assume it's a body. And finally making our way out this last gate here. It looks pretty much the same. I don't think they've added anything to this. Over at Mel's, we've got a couple of fog machines that they have added out here into the courtyard in front. And they've also set up this little piece of mini truss here outside of the scare zone as well. Or not scare zone, the whatever they're calling this space now. I can't remember what they're calling it. Making our way into Battery Park to take a look at a few things they've added over here. Namely this truss work over here. This is going to be kind of the directional signage to tell you which house is in which direction. It also looks like we've got all of our theming for the HHN bar over here. Just the same kind of stone with the vine work over it. That's kind of the theming that's through all of the houses. I can't think of the word right now, but the continuation that runs across everything to bind it all together. And then over here by the two displays on the backside of the bar, we've got two little platforms for some characters to do some photo ops with, a little meet and greet. Making our way around, we'll take a quick stroll through the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane over here in Central Park. I don't think they've really added anything too much to the main pathway through here, but down at the end in the house, we definitely have a lot of stuff to take a look at. Might have just missed these previously, but I think these collars and the little picture and this little cat figurine might be new. I think they added this since the last time I was here. Now down here at the end of the pathway, we have some huge changes to the house. This is looking amazing. We've got this wind chime made out of bones. They've covered everything in vine work and leaves and plants. We've got some little graves over here on the side in the yard, some birds. This house is seriously impressive. You have got to come down here during the day if you can to check it out, because seeing it during the day, you can see all the little details, and yeah, once again, it is seriously impressive what they have done down here. Got another giant, disgusting looking hairball down here at the front. Looks like they finally opened up this hole here. I wonder what's going to be in there. I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with that. Back here behind the animal actors stage, we finally have our food booths getting set up. You can come back here to get some twisted taters and some drinks. Probably some other food items as well. I really love how the vine work is just the consistent theme through everything at the event this year. It's really awesome. I know I mentioned it before, but it really ties everything together. Over here, right before we make our way into Simpsons, we have one of our themed food booths. I think this one's going to be for the Dolls Let's Play Dead house. It's kind of got that vibe to it. We'll find out soon enough. It's very bright and colorful over here on this food booth. This is definitely the food booth for the Dolls house. That looks like a battery compartment on a toy with some BuzzCon batteries inside of it there. Over here on the side of the Simpsons ride, we've got our second house portal to show off. It's getting real now that we've got our house portals. It's getting real. We are so close. Taking a quick stop over here behind the Simpsons to look at Hatchet and Chains and the Doll's house. I don't think BioReconstruct has any new photos of the doll house. If he does, I'll throw them up in here on this part of the video. I think that one's pretty much done, but over here in Hatchet and Chains, it's really coming together. I feel like they chopped some limbs back here on the tree so you can see a little bit better, but our buddy over here at DC Thrills, he got some footage of them doing some lighting testing at night. I'll go ahead and throw that in here as well. Looking pretty cool. Looks like the well out there in front is glowing. So it's looking pretty awesome. I'm really excited for this house. The facade looks great. The concept sounds cool. I think this house is going to be a lot of fun. Over here by the Men in Black bathrooms, we have our third house portal of the video. We've got our lighting changes showing up around the park. Over here by Men in Black in the Nightmare Fuel stage, we can see they've got the blue and green lights set up over here. Over here across from the Nightmare Fuel stage, we've got our Fanta bar set up to get your drinks and snacks before the show. Over here on the bridge between Simpsons and Diagon Alley, we've got another Fanta bar set up over here. And we've got some more theming that they have added to the food booth over here. This is the Camp Crystal Lake for the Jason house. It's pretty cool stuff. They got these lanterns lit up, kind of flickering at night. Over here on the side door, it says counselors only. It's pretty cool stuff. Over here on the walkway, the little pathway in front of Diagon Alley, we do have some speakers and I think some fog machines set up over here, which is pretty unusual. They usually don't do much over here because of Harry Potter, but it does look like something is going to be happening on this pathway. It's very interesting. We'll have to wait and see what exactly this is all about, but yeah, this is kind of a new thing this year. Yeah, we have a total of 3 fog machines and I think 5 speakers over here, so very interesting. There's definitely something happening on this pathway here. Over here across from King's Cross, we have this Black Phone 2 photo op with this phone booth. Probably going to be the grabber in there that you can get a photo with, maybe, or maybe you can just step in there yourself and get a photo. I don't know, either way, it's pretty cool looking. Passing through San Francisco real quick, not too much going on over here. We do have 3 platforms strewn about in the center for some characters, some meet and greets, maybe a photo op of some kind. And then they've got this trailer set up back here on the back end, most likely for alcohol. You can see the taps on the side of it, so this is most likely going to be for drinks over here. Next up, we have the portal over here in front of Fast and the Furious. This is going to be for the Jason Universe house. Now that I think about it, I think I missed a portal back by the Nightmare Fuel stage, but we'll catch that next week. They're all kind of the same, honestly. Let's be real. Time to take a stroll through New York and look at the updates that they have over here in the Toxic 20 scare zone. They've got Sting Alley closed off for the Cinesational show, so we can't take a step back there, but we've got our food booth set up, got some green slime that they have put up on the side of it, along with all that vine work and stuff. We'll get a closer look at it next week when we come back, but yeah, pretty straightforward. Over here on the newsstand, they have added a bunch of green slime all over everything. I'm pretty sure this bent up barrel on the front is new as well. And it looks like they have also kind of added the newspaper prints to the windows themselves. Kind of give the scare actors something to work with here so they can jump out at you and scare you. We've got a few details that they've added to the stage with the barrels on it. We've got this old school phonograph. Looks like we've got a body of some kind up here on the corner. And we've got a couple of signs up there at the top. Say no to hooch. No hooch. The stage in front of Finnegan's looks pretty much the same. I think they added this BuzzCon barrel, but otherwise looks pretty much exactly the same. Looks like we've got some lights that they have added to the top of the police car over here, and then a bit more of the green slime across the police barricades here in front of it. The florist stand looks a lot better than the last time we were here. Obviously, we got a bunch of flowers that they have added to it. We've got a BuzzCon barrel. It's spilled a bunch of green stuff down across the front of the booth here. This is looking pretty awesome. The detail is really impressive on all of this stuff. Got a couple of new additions over here to the scene of the accident. We've got a couple of money bags falling out the back of the car here, and this green slime is just everywhere, falling out the back of the truck. The green slime is really cool. It's very neon in person. I'm sure they'll have some black lights out here to kind of accentuate it a bit as well. It's looking pretty rad over here. Looks like we've also got a body over here on the front of the car as well. Casualty of the scene of the crime. And finally for the day, we have our food booths all lit up and looking awesome. First one here is the Vault 33 food booth for Fallout with the blue lighting. We've got the registers set up for all of these food booths as well. Next up, we've got the Firefly Funhouse food booth over here, looking awesome. Really like the old school TV look of this register booth over here. It's awesome looking. Next up, we have the Clown Cafe food booth over here for Terrifier. This one looks really awesome at night with the purple and the green lettering up there and then the purple lighting on it. We've got Art's face here on the side of it. This one looks really awesome. And then we also have the other Terrifier food booth over here for the facade from the Terrifier house in the second movie. These look really awesome at night. They look so cool all lit up. I'm really glad I was able to stop by and check them out tonight and get a glimpse of them. Over here by the Jimmy Fallon bathrooms and the Music Plaza area, we have this giant piece of truss work here. It's probably going to be, it's tough to say. This is usually an entrance and an exit to some houses, but with all that construction going on back there by the old tribute store location and the firehouse, it's going to be really interesting to see how they do the entrances and the exits to all the houses this year. Really anxious to see what exactly happens. Over here across from the exit to Jimmy Fallon, we've got another Wana Fanta drink and little snack booth over here. Here's that food booth over here in front of the Music Plaza section, all lit up at night. It's looking really awesome. It's really cool seeing all this stained glass lit up. And finally, for the evening, we've got our last house portal over here on the edge of Music Plaza. Still got a couple more to go for this event. It's gonna be really interesting to see where they put the other ones at. Space is limited with all of that Rip Ride rocket construction, so we'll find out soon enough. And that is going to do it for this week's Halloween Horror Nights construction updates over here at Universal Studios Florida. I think this is going to be the second to last update video that we do for this season. Next week we've got the Tribute Store opening on Tuesday, so I'll come over here and get some footage of the Tribute Store and some final footage of all the scare zones because Wednesday is team member previews. So it's kind of crazy that the construction update season is almost over, but that means that the best part is just getting started for Halloween Horror Nights itself. So make sure to stick around for all of the Halloween goodness. And if you have hung around this long in the video, as always, I greatly appreciate your time, and we'll see you next week.